Hi, I'm Dale Rimsberg, and this is my colleague Olivia Race. And here we have a Simul-Rappel setup. It's a very popular technique out there in the climbing world right now, and if done properly, it can work. The problem with the Simul-Rappel is it has a lot of ways it can go wrong, and I'm going to demonstrate a few techniques that can help prevent the catastrophic accident from somebody going off the end of the rope and the other person losing control, and some of the other variables that make Simul-Rappelling a risky technique. We're both anchored into the top anchor here with our tethers, and we've set up our Simul-Rappel. So we're each on a single strand of rope on opposite sides of the anchor. Our rappels are set up on extensions, and so basically the Simul-Rappel is a counterbalance rappel, so we're both on either side of the rappel. And if one of us loses control or something goes wrong, the other person can slide down the rope. So one of the things you want to consider right off the bat is having backups on both brake strands if you do decide to Simul-Rappel. The other thing, and we've already done this, is to close the system. So we have knots down at the bottom of each end of the rope. Secure barrel knots with plenty of tail, tightly tied, to make sure one of us doesn't wrap off the end of the rope. The final step to consider is attaching yourself to your partner. And this prevents the catastrophic accident of us losing one another, losing control of one another as we go down. So can you just tie a bite knot there? And you can go. You can practice varying techniques here with length and what works best. I've just girth hitched it here. She tied a bite knot, clips it into her blade loop locker. I'm just going to clip this back to keep it out of the way. And this is just another stopgap measure that if one of our backups doesn't work and one of us loses control and the other person starts to go down, it'll stop us because we're connected together.
And just to be clear, what we're trying to avoid is the worst case scenario here. If Dale were to go off of the end of his rope, for example, all of a sudden I don't have a counterbalance anymore and I will pull the entire system down with me and we'll both be gone.
All right, we've double checked the system. I've double checked the backups are working, lockers are locked, everything's threaded properly, we're connected. So now it's a delicate maneuver for us both to lean in and get out of the anchor at the same time. Clip our tethers back, retrieve our anchor material here so we're not leaving that at the top. And ease into the rappel together so we're both loaded. All right, you ready to go, Olivia?
Here we go.
Okay, just make sure you don't unweight the rope at any time. I'll do the same.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna describe or show you what happens if I decide to stand up on a ledge, or if I were to go off the end of the rope. If I were to lean forward, Olivia starts to go down. So we have our backups on, and that may work, but also this tether of attaching us together with this longer runner prevents that from happening. So that's as far as she can go right now. So our backups are working, and yeah, it all works. If I didn't have this tether and I stood up, Olivia is just gonna go down and I'm gonna get slammed into the rock here, and this helps prevent that. Okay. If you do choose to Simul-Rappel, it's really worth considering all these safety measures, the backups on both brake strands, closing the system at the bottom, and attaching yourself to your partner with a sling to prevent any catastrophic accident from occurring.